If you don't already know, your January 1st starts now. Your new year, your 2026, it all really begins now in this season because now is the time to be in your winter arc. This means we're not waiting until the first of the year to reinvent ourselves. We are starting today. So when everyone else is just barely dusting off their new goals, we'll already be walking into the results you're looking for. So if you're tired of talking about the same goals you want to hit year after year and not really getting to where you want to be, now is the time to make the shift to really lock in and hit those goals, whether it's, shifting your habits, building new income streams, whatever it is that you want to do or see in the new year, now is the time to start. This is the time to start your 12-week year, your winter arc, and lock in to level up. So let's get into how to actually do this step by step. And if in this season you're locking in and you really want to start making money online, building your own online business and selling digital products, check out my digital product starter guide in the link below, where it breaks down how to either create your own digital products or use already done for you products that you can sell. And I'm giving you no fluff, just strategy so you can hit the ground running. So what is the 12-week year? It's basically a concept where you are compressing time. So instead of breaking down and trying to hit your goal over the course of 12 months, a full year, you are condensing that time down to just 12 weeks. Because often planning, your goal over the course of a year can lead to a lot of procrastination because you're like, oh, I can do it next month. I have time. Before you know it, you look up and it's Christmas. So we don't want that. And the thing that's so great about the 12-week year is that it's going to create urgency for you because you really don't have time to waste. In your mind, if you're doing the 12-week year, it's going to end very soon. Your year ends in 90 days. So you don't have all this time to waste and dilly-dally. You got to get to it. It's also going to give you more clarity because with that shorter time frame, you realize that you can't be doing all the things. So you're really going to focus on the tasks, the habits, whatever it is that are going to move the needle the most towards your desired goal. It also creates momentum because you're implementing weekly goals that are going to create fast wins. And as you're continuing to win and hit those goals every single week, you're getting momentum towards whatever your overall desire is. And this method really works so well because you get out of the, oh, someday I'll do it mentality, and you really start executing now. It forces simplicity and intentionality. I love the phrase simple scales, fancy fails. And I have actually started saying simple scales, fancy fails, and complex collapses because I have to often remind myself, stop doing the most. Focus on the one or two things that are going to actually make a difference in what you're trying to do. This method is perfect for anyone who is trying to hit any sort of goal, whether you're an entrepreneur, maybe you're a side hustler, you're working on the side of your 9 to 5, or maybe you're a mom and you're trying to do a certain project that you've been putting off forever. No matter who you are, you can use this system. So let's say, for example, your goal is to launch your own online business and digital products. And I use that because I love digital products. I love all things online. So we'll go with that. Your 12-week year might look like week 1, nail your niche. Figure out what area you want to run your business in, what your niche is, what your product might be about. Week 2 and 3 might be to build a lead magnet, build something that is going to start to grow your list and bring in leads to your business. Week 4 and 5 could be actually launching your product, whether it's one that you created yourself or one that is already done for you, a business in a box basically, and you're launching that out to your audience, into the world. Weeks 6 and 10 could look like actually promoting your product. So going out there and marketing it and selling it. And then weeks 11 through 12 could be automating the system that you've created so that it runs more passively for you, reflecting on wins, losses, what you could do better, what was awesome, what you want to keep doing. All of that could be done in those final weeks. Just an example. Now let's dive into the winter arc. So you see this a lot on TikTok, on Instagram. It's a big trend. And it's really based on character development that you see in TV shows and movies where the main character, disappears for a season, and you'll even see a montage, and they glow up in silence, right? They go back and just come back as a transformed person. So this is the winter arc. This is what it's based off of. In your real life, your winter arc is all about quiet growth behind the scenes. And winter is perfect for this because we often hibernate anyway. It's the perfect time after summer and fall to really dig in and do the things behind the scenes that you need to. You can get more deep work done without distractions, generally speaking, and you're building on the discipline that is needed and required for your goals without really having to broadcast it to the world. This can also be a season for healing, pivoting, entering your next era, whatever you need your winter arc to be for you. This is powerful because the fall-winter season is already a reflective season for a lot of people. You're thinking about all the things that went on in this past year, so it's a great time to really hone in on what you want and what you desire. So for example, your winter arc and your glow-up season could look like really basic things such as journaling your prayers, drinking your water that you know you should be drinking and you're not doing enough of. Hello? Where's my bottle? I need to drink more water myself. Maybe taking that course that you paid for months ago and you never really opened up, really digging into things like that. Or even maybe building the sustainable workout plan that you've been talking about forever and a day. This could be a season to really get those reps in and make that work for you. And the goal is that by spring, you are blossoming into whoever you are transforming to be, whether it's just a slightly elevated version of yourself or a whole new glow up. And you can do the same thing no matter what your goal is, whether it's business, whether it's getting one video out every week to actually promote your business, whether it's diving deep and doing 30 minutes a day on your digital products business, whatever it is, make it sustainable and lock in. Because your job is not to be perfect, it's just to not quit. So here are your action steps and your winter arc playbook that you can implement right away. Number 1 is going to be to pick a goal that can really change everything. So not 5, not 50, 11, just one goal that when you focus on it, it's going to easily unlock the rest. This reminds me of the book, The One Thing by, I always forget his name, Gary so-and-so. I will put it somewhere. I love the phrase, what's the one thing you can do that which by doing will make everything else easier or unnecessary. And I try to remind myself that as someone with shiny object syndrome and who likes to do all the things, that focusing on the one thing can truly just make life so much easier and more simple. So your goal could be to launch your first digital product because you know that's going to start bringing in more income. You can start paying off your debts. You can start saving, whatever the case may be. Or it could be to build a new routine in the morning only because you know that if you make your morning right and work for you, the rest of the day will just fall in line. Step 2 is going to be to plan it using the 12-week framework. And I actually do have a 12-week year Trello board that I've shared before in the past, but you can use and just kind of have a digital version of your 12-week year so you can easily pull it up on your phone and knock out what your goals are for the week and the steps needed to complete them. With that, you'll ask yourself, where do I want to be by December 31st? What are the major things that I need to do in order to reach that goal? And then breaking that up into mini steps that you can complete every single week, and having it visually will help you to make it manageable and get it done. Step 3 is going to be to design your winter arc rituals. And the goal is to set up a life that supports the level up that you're trying to get to. So again, this could go back to your morning routine being more locked in. Maybe you decide that you're going to stop looking at your screen by 9 or 10 p.m. You move your body daily. Whatever that routine is going to be for you, you want it to be something that's supporting your end goal. And step 4 is to really just lock in with a micro discipline every single day. Just get the reps in. So if you can't spend all your time doing a 1-hour workout, maybe you just do 10 minutes, or If you had the desire that you said you were going to post on Instagram 3 times a day, maybe you just post once a day. Or maybe you turn it into, I'm just going to post once a week. Whatever it is, just make sure you're hitting that micro discipline. Done is better than perfect. Progress, not perfection. I like all the little puns. They really help. Now, with all of this, challenges could come up, and they often do. So here are things that you can do to combat them or deal with it when it does happen, if it does happen. Distraction is a big one. We all have busy lives, so you really want to put in some boundaries that are going to help you with distraction. That could look like just setting it up automatically that your phone goes on do not disturb at a certain time. Doubt is another one. So for that, you can take some time every single day to journal your wins, because if you are only focusing on what you could have done better and not focusing on what you did well, it's just a recipe for disaster. So just take a moment. I don't write them down because I don't always have the time. So I just say them in my head. Like at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, what went well today? What was a win? And I'll just kind of run through the list in my mind. And even that is helpful. But if you have the time to write it down, that's always great too. And that'll help combat doubt that you might be creeping in too. And also review your 12-week year on a regular basis. If it's on your phone, you can look at it daily, or if you want to print it out, you're more of a paper person, do that and just continuously look at it so it's not a set it and like totally forget it kind of deal. And then if you're going too hard and you're starting to get fatigued, go back to the basics. Make sure you're sleeping, make sure you're hydrating. Like, yes, we're locking in, but we're not burning ourselves out. So your winter arc doesn't always have to be about hustling harder. I've had winters where it was a season of rest for me, especially last winter, for instance, was a season of learning how to be a mom of 2 under 2. And that's all I did. I wasn't really going hardcore on my business, none of that. I was just really focused on learning how to be a mom all over again. And that might be, well, not exactly that, but that might be the type of season that you're in, where it's really just getting back to habits that are going to sustain you. Or maybe it is more of a go hard in the paint, launch your business, or do whatever it is you want to do, travel the world, set up, whatever, right? So again, this is your winter arc season, your time to lock in. And if starting an online business and launching digital products is one of the things that you want to focus on, check out the link in my description to learn more about how to either create your own digital product or use already done for you products that you can sell for profit and get a business in a box already done for you and set up, ready to go.